This is Ben, Liam and Belle on Nowra.
G'day there, podcaster.
Welcome to Nowra Nug Slinger. This has it all. Mystery, intrigue, investigations, lingerie chat. Ooh, sexy. Also, it has
Gambling.
yes, which is something that you're supposed to steer clear of a little bit in radio.
Not
but
really. I mean, mate, we read Ned's live
you
reads
do.
and ads all
yeah,
the time.
that's true. If I'm
And
copying,
you do Keno now as well.
Yeah.
yeah, well, you know, we've got good faces for gambling. I think we look like guys who gamble. I actually don't gamble.
So dropkick.
What? You know what they say about Keno? If your paycheck's a little small, Keno could double it.
That is their tagline.
That's what they say.
Yeah, obviously.
Obviously, they don't say that.
Obviously, they don't say that. They, yeah, we can't say enough good stuff about
Gamble responsibly. Don't
Yes.
chase your losses.
That has been, the phrase gamble responsibly was said a lot in this podcast. You'll find out why very shortly.
Huge news overnight. Victoria's Secret fashion show is back.
Belle, why is that huge news?
So it's been off for 4 years. Like 2018, 2019 is when they announced they were no longer doing the shows. We're talking pre-COVID. Reason being they were getting lower and lower television ratings, sales were declining, and then that all-round controversy about the fact that they weren't ready to include plus size or diverse or trans models in their show.
So there was like a push for it, and they're like, nah, we're not doing it anymore if you're going to make us put plus-size models in it.
That's a rule. We'll turn the car around if we have to put them in this show.
Because everyone else is doing that, right? You see a lot of these days in the billboards, people are trying to, do the right thing and
So
get
that's
more
the thing,
representation
yes.
of
So
real bodies.
Their boss came out, the CEO came out and said, no, we will not be
Yeah, but he
including
was
anybody.
also giving Jeffrey Epstein money. He's not a good
So
dude.
that's the other controversy, yeah. So then there was the ties to Jeffrey Epstein. There was this whole thing. So they said, no, you know what? We're done. We're all
that
good.
was Victoria's Secret this whole time.
Yes, exactly. But then Rihanna had her Fenty show, and she included so many diverse models in that then now Victoria's Secret have come out saying, actually, no, you know what? We will do it.
Sorry, just to get the old man up to speed over here. Fenty's a brand, yeah?
Correct.
That's Rihanna's brand.
Correct.
Okay,
yeah.
sorry.
So she was doing the right thing, and she started her fashion shows and included a whole range of diverse.
And she
feels-
wasn't giving money to Epstein.
Yeah, it does feel a little like too little too late, doesn't it?
So
Victoria's Secret.
That's the thing, and they've been around for so long. But does anyone even buy Victoria's Secret? We're all in our 20s.
I haven't worn it for years. Yeah.
I've never bought it. I couldn't tell you. Like, I think I've got one friend that bought one thing and she didn't like it. She said that it actually started breaking and falling apart after a few months.
I mean, I've never bought Victoria's Secret myself. I've only ever bought lingerie once. That was with my wife, and
Nice.
we went to Honey Burdette.
Honey Burdette, cool.
Lovely store.
One of the great stores. Big fan of their marketing. Sometimes I'll sit there and have my Wendy's thick shake just in the just sitting on the bench. I'll meet you at the front of Honey Burdette.
It's always distracting when you walk past and they've got the big adverts.
Especially
in the window.
when you're like with your fiance, your wife, or whatever, and you're like, trying not to turn your neck on the escalator. Like, I'm just going to have to have a quick look at the
What are you
new
looking
range.
at?
No, just looking at the best and less buys this weekend.
So Ben, you've bought lingerie with Sam from Honey Burdette.
Yeah, I wouldn't risk buying it without her because I wouldn't know. I wouldn't get the right one. You know
True.
what I mean?
And I think that's the perfect way to do it is with your partner. You go in and you make kind of an occasion of it and try different things on. Did you pick out things and say, I like this, or did you let her decide?
I followed her lead.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
right.
all of it would look nice on her.
Oh, very
You know what I mean?
sweet, Ben. Liam, what about you?
Yeah, I made the mistake early doors of heading into the battleground myself for like a sort of Valentine's Day thing, and for starters, I think I was beating around the wrong bush. I went to bras and things, and
Isn't that just for actual underwear?
I don't know. I was looking for bras and things. I suppose I thought that sort of does what it says on the tin, but I think I got them like probably 4 or 5 sizes too big. I don't know. I just thought.
What?
They were never worn. They were tossed aside, rightfully so. Like, it was a silly move.
Was the thought appreciated? Or did you get in trouble?
No, I think
If
she
you
was
buy
like
a
well,
full-size
I don't
too
even
big, that
know
is
what
not-
I don't. I wasn't looking at that particular size, thinking that was a big size, or you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's like a normal. Like, I don't know. I don't even know my size of jocks. In fact, like I have the guts that sort of roll the band over a little bit at the front.
Yeah.
So I'm just sort of picking the colour I want.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it's one size fits all.
That's it.
So it
that's
should be.
it.
Like a
well,
hat.
especially with bloody lingerie. It's not really about
It's
fitting
very
nicely, is it?
Very much about fitting nicely. Absolutely.
Well, what's the point of lingerie if you're just going to take it all off?
Yeah, so with myself, I find it very awkward. Very awkward. The whole, all right, I'm coming out in the lingerie. Like, that's not sexy.
There's the
That's
reveal.
and then it's like, okay, and then it's just too obvious about, all right, now we're going to do this. Like,
Yeah.
I hate that. I hate that whole thing. What I do is I wear it underneath stuff when we go out for dinner or when we, if we go out to something, then you put it on underneath.
Right.
But you both know that you're wearing it and you feel really cool, you feel really sexy. And then you know that when you get home, I've got the nice lingerie on already. It's not like, okay, I'm coming out of the bathroom and I've gotten changed.
Nice.
Yeah, I
That's
think
more
that's
old
definitely
school.
What do you mean?
Old school. I feel like that's the real 80s vibe of like, the woman coming out in lingerie from the bathroom.
Yeah. I thought you meant mine, like wearing it underneath was old school. Yeah.
So where do you go for your lingerie then?
Yeah, so I also went to Bras and Things.
Oh, see, I'm not completely in the wrong area. am I?
But you know what? Not Victoria's Secret. But Bras and Things, they do have good stuff.
That's what I thought. I thought there was some pretty nice stuff there.
Look for Holiday U this summer, because Aussies act a little differently on holiday. More daring, relaxed, and sometimes more fancy.
And What If has all kinds of accommodation to suit your style.
Yep, book your next getaway on the What If app. What If? It's Aussie for travel.
Wild news story. Zac Efron, he's been in Melbourne filming some things recently, and for some reason he was supposedly in Nowra in regional New South Wales, and he's had a bit of a hankering for some Maccas, as we all do from time to time. He's gone through the drive-through, and then he has asked for the person's number. The person who was working the speaker box, he was like, thanks for the McFlurry, what's your number?
Yeah, so the rumours are now circulating that Zac Efron is dating a girl from the Nowra Maccas.
But at this stage, they are just rumours.
So we thought here on the show that we would dig a little deeper.
International diplomacy, espionage, facts,
Figures.
whistleblowers, spying,
Night vision goggles.
newspapers with eye holes cut out, watches with little strings on them to strangle people,
Little hooks you throw into the top of a building.
a special Ben, Liam and Belle investigation. We began our investigation where all rumours start, the local pub.
North Nowra Tavern, this is Eliza. How can I help?
Have you heard the rumour that Zac Efron is dating a girl from the Nowra Maccas?
I think I saw something about it. I don't think I could picture it because most of the people that work there are 16.
Yeah, that's a great point. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely do you think it is that Zac Efron is actually dating someone from the Maccas?
I'd say a 2 probably.
A 2. There was clearly some truth to the rumour.
But where is gossip even more rife? The nail salon.
Marie speaking.
Hi, Marie. Is it true that Zac Efron is dating someone from the Nowra Maccas?
It's probably Chris. My son, everyone calls him Zac Efron.
How old is your son?
45.
A middle-aged man from regional New South Wales looking like High School Musical's Zac Efron? Unlikely.
We were back to square one.
With no leads.
So Liam went straight to the top.
And called the mayor's office.
Amanda Findlay is currently unavailable. Please leave a message after the tone.
Return my calls, Mayor Finlay. What are you and the rest of the Shoalhaven City Council hiding from us? Is Zac Efron there? Answer me!
The mayor was ducking our calls.
We were running out of leads.
And enthusiasm.
But then we remembered what Eliza from the North Nowra Tavern said to us earlier.
On a scale of 1 to 10,
I'd say a 2 probably.
If there was a 20% chance that Zefron was dating a Nug Slinger from Nowra, we had to get to the bottom of it.
and then it hit us.
Why don't we just call the Maccas?
Commodore McDonald?
Is it true that Zac Efron is dating someone from your particular Maccas?
Definitely not from this McDonald's. I thought that was Nowra McDonald.
Turns out we called the wrong Maccas.
You may as well call me Ronald McDonald because I feel like a clown.
But then, after minutes of investigating, we got the right number.
And got an answer that no one expected.
Nowra Central McDonald's?
Hey, is it true Zac Efron's dating someone from McDonald's there?
No.
Oh, just a rumour?
Yeah.
Oh.
Investigation. It's 6:10. Hallelujah, it's 6:10.
Good morning to you, Jacob. Is this your first time doing the 610 quiz?
No, it's not, mate. It's my second time, actually.
Oh, and how'd you go on the first occasion?
I won a six-pack of wine.
Whoa!
Oh, wow. You're back for more.
We have
eh?
a returning champ on the line.
Okay, well, you probably are going to be pretty tough to beat, I see. Interest rates are going to go up again for the 10th consecutive time today. Yay. What's the name of the bank with a yellow and black diamond for its logo?
Commonwealth.
Commonwealth, yep, correct.
Oh.
I thought you said, I'm going well.
The price of beer is going to go up at Marvel Stadium. Can you name one type of beer other than a lager?
Hello.
Happy birthday to Bryan Cranston, 67 today. What was the name of Walter White's alter ego in Breaking Bad?
Eisenberg.
Yeah.
You watching that Your Honor show, Jacob?
No.
It's a good one.
No, not at the moment.
But I thought you
Is
said,
that
Liam,
it?
you loved season 1, but then season 2 wasn't necessary.
I thought that for the first 2 episodes, and then I stuck with it. And, like, the episodes are coming out week on week, but now it's really kicking into gear. It's heating up.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, because I watched the first season. Great. And then
Yeah.
I bailed on episode 2 of season 2. 'cause
No,
we went, nah, it's boring.
get back on. Get back
Okay.
on. You're not going to believe what happens next.
Jacob, just speaking of popular TV shows, have you started The Last of Us?
Yes, I have.
Oh, see last night's episode, Jacob?
No, I didn't, actually.
Oh, I think it's the most hectic. Not the best episode, but it's the most hectic episode.
It made my skin crawl a
Yeah.
little bit. Hey, Harry Styles uploaded a photo of him working out in a One Direction shirt. Crazy. Then he quickly deleted it. One Direction members are Harry, Niall, Zayn, and which other two?
That's tough.
You can just name one of them.
Kieran?
Kieran? Nah, there's no
Oh,
Kieran.
no, sorry. Oh, damn
We
it.
already said Niall.
Nah,
Sorry,
there's-
Jacob.
Jacob, hang there, though, because there is a few phone lines free, so we'll come back to you. 13 24 10 is our number.
Ryan, other than Harry, Niall, and Zayn, and yeah, can you please name another one of the other 2 members of One Direction?
Was Kieran one of them?
No, Kieran, we can confirm there is no Kieran. There never has
But
been.
you know what? That wasn't your guess, because you didn't lock that in.
You didn't lock it in, so
So let's rule out Kieran.
can you name just one other person in One Direction?
My missus is going to kill me.
She is.
Jacob. I don't know.
Jacob, that's the team Jacob. That was Twilight. That was a different thing. Paris, let's go to Paris in Mornington. I mean, surely you know. Can you name one of the other 2 members of One Direction?
Yeah, it's obviously Louis and Liam.
Very good, Paris.
Nadoi. Hey, a woman has left her own wedding for an Adele gig. Adele signed the dress as well. Can you finish
Ooh.
these lyrics?
At least I haven't tried.
Oh, man.
Oh,
You've
my
been
gosh.
listening to too much 1D. You've been sleeping on Adele. Tash in Oak Park. I mean, it's pretty easy. Can you finish the lyrics?
I must have called 1,000 times.
And well done committing to the singing as well.
Where are you this morning, Tash?
I'm on my way home from the gym.
Oh, yeah. So that's why you're up and about. You're sprightly.
Yeah.
You've already had your gym session done. It's only 6:15.
That's impressive that you've already finished the gym. Well done.
Very good. All right,
Thank
Tash, well,
you.
congratulations. We'll give you those tickets to Lord for this weekend, and also you get to pick the next song we play. Would you like some Kylie?
I would love Kylie.
Okay, well, look, you do have another choice as well. It's I Don't Want to Be Gavin DeGraw. I think it is DeGraw. I've just never actually said the artist's name
I don't think
before.
anyone has, actually. I don't even think Gavin DeGraw's parents have said his name before.
But what a song. But
Well.
the choice is yours, Tash. What do you want to hear? Is it Kylie or do you want to hear Gavin DeGraw?
We're sticking to Kylie.
Oh! Yeah, I suppose Kylie's pretty good. Though. I was in a bit of a DeGraw mood. Maybe we can quick draw DeGraw tomorrow morning.
Here it is, Kylie Minogue, Love at First Sight on this Tuesday morning, Melbourne.
We blew the show budget in 3 months and we needed a way to make some money, so we signed Belle up for Cameo. $4 and you can get a personalised video message from her if you look Belle Jackson up in Cameo. And it was Super Saturday over the weekend. And so we're basically getting $1 because they were $2 and then Cameo take half.
Yeah, and so Belle has been working really, really hard to try and make the show some money. And we're very grateful for that, Belle, as your managers.
Can we get a bit of a live time check, Belle? Could you open your phone up there, get the Cameo app, like our all time, how much have we made? Yeah.
250.
Yeah, okay. So that's pretty good. Just out of interest, to the left of that, in available funds.
What the hell? You've drained
what does it say?
0.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
guys,
we manage your career, but we also manage your money, like all good managers do.
So
no, I think the bank does that.
With Ben and Liam Management, it's the complete service. We control your finances, your assets.
Yep. You didn't have to worry about a thing, and that's a guarantee.
Well, I do worry. Now you've spent all the money. I spent my weekend doing those cameos.
You did. I must admit, you spent hours doing cameos. If they're to think we've basically done 200 odd videos. But Belle, we're also cowboys, and we shoot from the hip. And Ben and I, we understand this, that in business, you've got to take risks.
Yep, you've got to take risks. And you're probably sitting there right now, Belle, and you're probably sitting there right now in your car at work yourself thinking, what did you do with the money? Ben and Liam, where did you invest those funds?
High risk, high reward. The casino.
You didn't.
We went to Crown.
You didn't. You know I hate gambling. I'm so against gambling.
Crown
You didn't.
Casino. And you've got lots of different. There's roulette. There's,
You're not
there's
good at it.
pokies. But we thought, why don't we go to the table and just go all or nothing, all chips in, all on black. That is how the saying goes.
Yeah, put it all on black.
We were thinking Nowra Red. We work for Nova. Why don't we put the $250 that Belle made through Cameo? And we chuck it all on red. We just see how it goes.
High risk, high reward.
You're not good at it. You can't gamble.
Well, you can, and we did.
It's a little bit like Hollywood, Belle. It's 50-50. You know what I mean? It might come off, it might not.
Yeah, so don't do it.
Well,
just stay with your winnings.
This is how it went. We're going to put it all on red, please. All right, here we go. This is for a clean 500. Here we go. Round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. My heart's beating out of my chest.
Oh!
Yeah, baby! Oh, doggy, $500
Belle,
for the show.
Your managers doubled your money in 5 seconds.
You halved the money on Super Saturday, so you've just made back what you decided to lose.
Well, of course, gamble responsibly. Ben and I thought as well. I mean, swing while you're winning. While you're up, you're up.
No,
and
you didn't.
there's only one thing better than $500, and that's the opportunity to win $1,000.
No.
And we stayed there at the table, a crowd actually started to gather because they are these guys really doing this? And
After the first one, people started to walk over.
Are you serious?
literally,
Yeah.
well, we were celebrating so much from the first one. They're like, "Wow, these guys must be up." So like, literally, people were gathering around the table.
Also,
and they must have been thinking, "God, these guys are so cool. Like, they're so just like they ooze business."
Are
And
they YouTubers? Like, what are they? And we said, no, we're Bill Jackson's managers.
Yeah,
we're idiots.
And we thought, live life Nova.
No.
Fresh hits, throwbacks.
What we're about.
Nova Boy. Nova Boy's jams.
We had Nova Boy in our hearts.
Yep, and we thought, no, they say put it all on black, but once again, we are going to stick with Nova Boy, and we are going to opt for red. We put the 500 on, and this is how it went. Can we put it all on red again?
Again on red.
All right. This is for a foul. All right.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Come on for the red. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's red. It's red. It's all red. Big boys. Don Bradman's in the studio. Say what? Say what?
Yep, that's right. Ben and Liam,
cash cows.
manager extraordinaires, took your $250 and turned it into
Your
$1,000.
piddly money that you scrapped and slaved away, we have turned that in to a fresh $1,000 for the show budget. And Ben wanted to put it on Shogun, but I said no. I think it's time we take that one back to the studio and regroup.
How do you feel, Belle?
I feel like maybe I've had the wrong opinion about gambling.
No,
Yeah.
no. Gamble responsibly. We can't stress that enough.
You can't stress enough. Gamble responsibly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you
I know.
serious?
Yeah, no, 100%
So what are we
serious.
going to do?
Well, we have to work that out.
This is the question.
We don't know what to do with all this cash.
What are we getting on next?
No.
No,
Okay, we stop there now.
I was thinking 13, 24, 10.
What?
What's a sure thing? You know what I mean? Like, call up, like, there's this race. It's a sure thing.
No, I want to get
Or if you've just got ideas for the money. We've got $1,000 here to spend. Like, it is for show budget stuff. So, look, if you and it's for the show.
Yep.
We always said that. So, if you have any ideas of what we could do to this $1,000, possibly to turn it into more, or possibly just to enjoy it.
Maybe you have an exciting investment opportunity.
I don't know. Maybe you've just been waiting for that kick for like someone to support and
Invest.
And well, yeah, who knows if there's this like patented product and we invest like at early doors.
We
who
are
knows?
open to all suggestions.
Literally anything.
We have $1,000 to spend.
Just a quick question.
Yes, Belle.
Can I stop doing the cameos now then?
Belle, that is still the main source of our income. So I think, you know what? Maybe we up the price.
Maybe we up the price.
Maybe
a
we
little
make it a bit more of a ritzy premium, sort of like a $6 thing.
I was going to say $10, and then we get $5.
We don't want to, because that's like over doubling the price, and people might turn away. They might turn their nose up and say, "Oh, those guys think they're too good now."
I think so far all of our hard work and success has elevated you from a $4 cameo to a $6 cameo.
Yep.
Okay.
So we can
All right.
increase the price a little bit. But having said that, what do we do with this $1,000?
Crystal in Geelong, $1,000 in the show budget. What should we do with it?
Hello. I think you should give it to me. I've got my son's 3rd birthday coming up, and last 2 years he's missed out on a party. He had COVID last year, and we were in lockdown the year before.
Okay, Crystal, how does that benefit the show?
Not really. It's not a good investment, but
Yeah.
tell you that we will throw the best bloody 3rd birthday ever.
And that's great.
Would we be able to come to the birthday party, perhaps?
Yeah, for sure.
And would there be like lolly bags at the end?
Yeah, jumping castle and,
I do love a jumping castle.
Yeah. Look, Crystal, it's
Everything.
not a no, it's just a maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Just hey, it's been and we can't really. We will answer on behalf of Belle because we're her management and that sort of stuff. But we'll just
hang
sort
on,
of.
I have a voice.
Yeah, you have a
right? I don't
voice,
Yeah,
but,
need-
and
we
you use that voice for doing cameos. And then the money that comes in from those cameos, we invest.
And we haven't failed it yet.
We're very astute
Okay,
investors.
gambling is not investing.
Sophie and Leopold, what would you like to do with this $1,000 in the show budget?
I have the best idea, and I think you guys should invest and just
Okay.
go and spend $1,000
Yeah.
on scratchy tickets.
No, again,
Oh.
Sophie. Okay, I think we need to not gamble anymore.
Tempting.
But you're guaranteed to win something. I mean, even if you keep getting $1 free tickets, you're going to keep scratching. You're guaranteed to win.
So are you basically saying it's a sure thing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you ever like lost out in a scratchy? Ever?
No, I've always won.
won?
Yeah.
I won $1,000 once, so that
Jesus.
was great.
Whoa.
So kind of like, yeah. So
Whenever
it was worth it.
whenever I get a scratchy, I normally get the like you win like $2, which is normally less than the price of the ticket. But if we bought so we have $1,000, if we bought $1,001 scratchies, surely something's going to pay.
No,
you know what I mean, something's going to pay out.
You might get some sort of, but you get prizes sometimes. Like if you get
Like
the two
holiday.
beach balls, you get we might get a Suzuki Swift or something. I don't know.
No, okay. So, no. Can we draw the gambling line, please? We're done.
Well, let's see what Lockie and Footscray thinks.
I'm not closing any doors, Belle.
Yeah, we're literally open to anything. Like we genuinely don't know what to do with the money at the moment.
We're
So
taking the calls, but I don't think we should pursue that.
yeah, well,
option.
it's with management.
Like Liam said, you don't really get a say. Lockie in Footscray, what should we do with $1,000, mate?
Yeah, I've got a sure thing for you guys.
Oh, yeah, okay.
All right,
You got my
here
attention.
we go.
Brendan Fraser is nominated for an Oscar for The Whale,
Yes, he is.
and he's paying $1.57, and it's a sure thing. I'm so confident.
We're not betting on the waxed.
Brendan the Whale Fraser. We put it all on Brendan.
He has been everywhere in the news.
100%.
Surely he's not going to lose.
I'm just looking up the odds. Yeah, because if you went for a roughie like Bill Nye, for example, he's like paying like $81.
Bill Nye the Science Guy?
Not Bill Nye, no, Bill Nye, like the guy with no, like Love Actually. I feel it in my fingers. Yeah.
So it's not the Science Guy.
Not Bill Nye the Science Guy. No, he is not up for a best actor in the
That's
Oscars
why
this year.
He had to make the nicknames to distinguish between the
I
knives.
tell you what, Lockie, I don't mind that idea.
No, we're not betting on the whale.
Well, I mean, Austin Butler, Elvis, he's not going to beat Brendan, is he?
He's won a lot
Colin
so far.
Farrell is not going to beat Brendan Fraser.
If we put the $1,000 on at $1.57, was that the odds? $1.57, we'd get back $570.
So it's slowly starting to creep up.
Yeah.
Hang on, so you
With
put
pay-
on money and you get less?
No.
How
You would profit $570.
Oh, right. Okay. So you get 1,500.
Yep, and it's a sure thing. So it's like
It's
to
not
be
a
honest,
sure thing.
To me, it's reckless if we don't put that bet on.
Okay, well, my suggestion, can we just get some show merch? Like, I just want
Yeah,
to
but
spend
think
the
about
money
how
on
much
some
more
show
show merch we'll be able to get.
Again,
Yeah.
this is gambling.
Gamble responsibly.
Can't stress
Gamble
enough.
responsibly.
Don't chase your losses. Gamble responsibly. It's dangerous.
The whale isn't responsible.
Etc. Etc.
But have you seen The Whale yet, Belle? People are saying it's very sad, and he's.
I'm leaning towards the whale.
I'm leaning to look. We're not gonna make any decisions yet, but I dare say The Whale is.
That's the front runner.
That's the best so far, Lockie. Yeah.
If you have any other suggestions on what we should do with this $1,000, you can always hit us up on the Ben Lehman Bell Instagram page. You can send us a DM there, and we will hear you out.
I would love to also invest in something grassroots. Something upcoming. Being like, I've got this idea or
An invention.
whatever. Like it's
an invention or a website or something.
It's all out there.
Yeah, 100%.
Ben and Belle, I'm getting married at the end of the year in December, and I've been pitching in, helping out. We're sort of slicing up the jobs a little bit, and we've opted for online invitations. Save the trees, save the money as well. It's the real reason. And this is a job that probably would have suited my fiancée Sarah a little bit better because I'm dyslexic, and it's showing big time. Look, there's been a bit of negative feedback, a bit of roasting, a bit of hazing, a few texts from friends.
Have you sent the invites out?
Well, I've sent out like the save the dates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right. I was going to say, I didn't get my invite.
Oh, yeah, you guys are off the list. You've been real mean to me. No. This was just for like the save the dates.
Right.
But what you do is it's like a website, right? And then you pay like I don't know, $100 for this website, and then you type everyone's name in, and then it like sends them the save the date, and then it like sends them the invitation when it's ready.
Yep.
So I was the one logging the names into the software. Now like I've realised I made a few mistakes. Combing back over, I was doing it pretty late, and I was sort of just like not super concentrating. And I would say about 30% of the guest names have been spelt wrong on their invitation.
We got married last year now. We spent, not me, I'm also dyslexic. My wife, Sam, she spent so much time combing over the names. And then I had to text my parents, be double check, spell check names.
Yeah.
That's what you should be doing. This is such a major event
in
your life.
part,
And this is a fundamental part of it. And you're just sitting there late at night going, ugh.
Yeah, well,
No.
I backed myself in. But so Sarah's mum's name is Kerry. I spelt it Carrie.
Whoa.
It's like K-A.
Yeah, there was so.
What?
To be fair,
that must have been for Bickmore. Sorry.
To be fair, Kerry, I would spell with, I'd spell it that way too.
Well,
What do you mean? You'd spell Kerry with an A?
Yes.
Cara.
What is wrong with you two? Honestly.
There's a cousin, Selena. How would you spell Selena, Ben? Ben is also dyslexic.
Selena. That's easy.
Yep.
S-E-L.
Yep.
Sel-E-N-A. Selena.
There's another E in there. But I somehow, I did Shalana. It's like
you put an H in there?
Yeah, I don't even know why. I know there's I even spelled Aaron wrong. I know there's an extra A.
Yeah.
But I did for some reason I don't even know if it was a typo or something. I did 3, so it's like Aaron. Aaron! It sounds like it's sort of been screaming. We've got a family friend, Phoebe. Was just an entire jumble of vowels. That was just all over the shop. My personal favourite, I got the N and the Y around the wrong way on my Uncle Wayne. So it was Wanye.
Uncle Wanye.
My rapper Uncle Wanye is going to be there. He's going to be doing a few songs and selling some shoes at the end of the ceremony.
If you didn't know, Liam is trying to find an AFL team.
The 2023 Toyota AFL Premiership season is here. Go to tickets.afl. Ben, Liam and Belle's AFL Fan Frenzy.
Ben, you're a big Port Adelaide guy.
Yep, that's right, Liam.
We got the power to win, power to roll.
Have won the most premierships out of any team in the AFL.
Is that
well, I mean,
true?
it's Sandful
if you count
days,
the Sandful,
it's kind of they've won one in the AFL era. What about you, Belle? You're Melbourne Demons.
Demons.
It's a high-flying flag. It's the emblem.
1-1 a lot more recently. I'm sort of just floating. I sort of half did the Crows thing for a while, but I must admit I'm more of a Premier League man, and I know that's sacrilegious in Melbourne, so we're trying to do this thing where we're getting supporters from every club to try and convince me. Yesterday we had someone on who was big Collingwood head.
Yep.
Don't know if I'm going to choose Collingwood, but he definitely made a good case.
Yep.
That's okay, because today we're asking for Bulldogs fans. Susie in Hillside, good morning. You're a Bulldogs fan.
Yes, I am.
How long have you supported the Doggies for?
Oh, about 30 years now, and so is everyone in my family are supporters, and we love the underdogs because they always come through with a win for us, and we definitely
not always.
Who's your favourite player?
They are the underdogs, and they seem to be fighting strong. Every match we have a young team, and we just love them and support them as best as possible.
Yeah.
And we're so proud of their AFL Premiership win in 2016. So we're hoping for another victory.
I must admit, Susie, as a neutral, that was a great final.
Yeah.
And I must admit, I was like, oh, that's good to see. Was that Boyd from inside the centre square? Was that?
Yeah.
Boyd's kicked the goal from the and BT said
didn't do much after that.
He dropped an F-bomb.
He did. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was a great moment.
Yeah.
And then there's it's Liberatore.
Yeah, with the Homer Simpson tat.
Yes, and then
he's a little pocket rocket.
Yeah.
Seems like you're
And
already
Susie-
a fan.
Fantastic on the ground.
Yeah.
Susie wasn't so the older Liberatore was like a Doggies legend as well, right? So there's
Of course, he was an icon, and you can't forget Doug Hawkins and EJ Whitten.
Yep.
the EJ Whitten's Legends game. I'm
Literally.
familiar. See,
Hey.
I didn't even know he was Bulldogs.
Do you like the Bont?
Yeah, Bontempelli.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Support
familiar
the
with him.
Bulldogs. We need more supporters
I
from
don't know,
the
yeah,
West.
Susie. I don't mind. I'm thinking I'm aligned with Bulldogs over Collingwood at the moment.
Yesterday we did
Yes,
Collingwood.
100%.
And Liam was kind of slouching, he was making
Yeah.
jokes about him. And
I'm up and about here because
Yeah.
I like an underdog. I don't want a team that's winning all the time.
Yeah.
Ideally they're winning a bit.
all right, well, look, Susie, you definitely have pleaded your case, and just for coming on, you got yourself $250.
Woo!
Whoa! Go the doggies!
But, Susie, that might turn into a grand if by the end of this, Liam chooses the Bulldogs. You also get tickets to a game to go with him. The 2023 Toyota AFL Premiership season is here. Go to tickets.afl.
Yep, we are doing another team tomorrow. So if it's your team, you get $250.
And Susie, if I pick you, we're also going to go to a game together. We're going to rally up some support, maybe have a few drinks before the game. Where do we stand on putting dog poo in other people's bins?
What? Is the bin empty or full?
Well, it was bin day. So when the dog pooed, I was like, well, it's bin day. But then when I opened it, I'd already kind of committed, but that street must have just been opened.
Oh,
so,
that's convenient.
You know what I mean?
It left my hand before I looked in the bin.
It sort of had left.
I think it's insulting to put your dog's poo in someone else's bin if it's empty. If it's the day of, it's like they're not going to notice. But I don't want to get home, open my bin, and there's a big dog turd in there.
Yeah, that, but also I don't want my bin smelling of dog poo.
Turd, yeah.
Well, sorry to anyone living on Charles Street in Richmond. You have a fresh little cavoodle surprise in there. Ben, grab your key. Belle, grab your key. Everyone.
Oh, no, I dropped it.
Oh, okay. Pick it up.
I got it now.
Okay. Everyone, turn it. To open up the forbidden folder.
Am I crazy, or do we need to update the forbidden folder intro?
You know that I've been backing and changing
What
it.
do you mean intro? It's us opening the vault. You're ruining it.
For the record, I've never understood what it is.
Thank you. So we say it's a forbidden folder, and then a folder, like a manila folder. Is
Yeah,
what I
kept
think.
under a lock and key vault.
We get keys, and then there's a vault. What?
So I think
because the
it's
folder's in a vault.
In the vault.
Well, it should just be like opening up a
that's a
folder.
fun sound. Okay, next week we're going to do it. We're going to open up the forbidden folder, and then we're going to have the faint sound of a manila folder unpeeling and some dust sort of. No. It needs to be something sexy, like a big steel door.
We'll work on it.
Okay.
Work on it.
Anyway, it's besides the point.
It is besides the point.
This folder needs to be kept under lock and key because the topics are so
scandalous.
It's crazy. They are wild.
If anyone got their hands on it.
I know. God forbid. And this is, this is stuff that the boss has said no to in the past. We've done all sorts of topics, but this morning, 13-24-10. Were you in a gang?
Or are you in a gang?
Yeah. If you're currently in a gang.
If you're rolling deep.
If you can remain anonymous if you want.
So we're talking roaming the streets of Melbourne, and causing havoc.
Well, there's bikie gangs, there's like street gangs. I feel like gang is more of like an American term.
Yeah, I feel like it's a bit lame to be like, I'm in a gang.
Yeah. Mom, Dad, I've joined a gang.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say club because I have like bikie clubs. But club also sounds pretty lame.
I wouldn't laugh so openly because I reckon there'd be a lot of people listening.
Absolutely.
In gangs.
And let's be honest, we're going to get quite serious when we talk to people in gangs when they call. You can call on a burner phone, whatever. You don't have to reveal your identity. We actually do have a lot of questions.
I would love to know, is there a street code that you have to follow? How long have you been in the gang? Why are you in the gang?
I would assume if you're currently in a gang, you can't call radio stations and talk about how you're in a gang. I would think the gang would frown upon that.
It seems more like you might get someone who was in a gang.
Had a past life in that sort of world. If that is you, 13-24-10, give Ben, myself and Belle a call. We would love to speak to you next.
And I'm sure if you're in a gang, you'd love to head along to Lord this weekend.
So we can, if you were in a gang, we'll send you to Lord. If you're currently in a gang, I don't think we can send you to Lord. We've got a call actually from a guy called Gary. Gary, what's your story?
I used to be in a street gang. I'm from the western suburbs of Melbourne, a little town called Melton. So I'm pretty much a product of my environment.
Yeah.
It's a bit rough up there. Come from a broken home, stepped into the streets at a young age and joined some gangs.
Gary, when you say from a young age, can we know how young were you?
About 13.
Wow.
Well, oh my God. So yeah, that's as young as it gets. And so at that sort of time, you're skipping school and that sort of stuff as well to be in the gang?
Yeah, of course. Expelled, suspended, all that nasty stuff.
How did you get out of the gang, Gary? How did you then make that transformation to who you are today?
I ended up, growing up in the streets and a life of crime. I ended up doing 6 years prison for drug trafficking and also violence. I've been stabbed and been shot at a bunch of times. Lucky they were a bad shot.
Well, Gary, you're so lucky to be alive, really, especially, you mentioned getting stabbed there. What was that like?
So I I had a steak knife hanging out of my ribs.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And like the person stabbed me and ran, and so I looked down. I had no t-shirt on, and I looked down. There was just a handle there. That's all I could see. So, yeah, it wasn't fun. Not fun at all.
Did you go to the hospital, or did your mate help you?
Go to hospital, and it nicked my bowel and my spleen, and
God.
Yeah, that's when I found drugs. So I never had a problem taking drugs growing up. It was more the money from drugs. That's how we survived in the streets. And I walked away from a life of crime and ended up becoming an addict. My niece was born. What happened next was my niece was born, and I was supposed to be clean by the time she was born, and I wasn't. And it hit me really hard. So I ended up getting clean before her first Christmas, and so I got off the drugs. What a journey it's been since then.
I'm
over 40.
Wow,
Gary. Over 14 months clean at the moment. Yeah, so
congratulations.
And, done good things in that 14 months. When you walk away from a life I have, what have you got to offer society? Not much, and that's why I'm blessed, because I've found something that works for me. And like we say, I've created my own brand, my own income. And I'm no longer a dope dealer. I'm a hope dealer. I push hope, not dope. I have a new product.
Love that.
Product, positive message, and that positive message is gold. And I have a resume from the streets that really doesn't count anywhere but the streets or jail, And now I can bring that resume to the table and tell the youth and anybody else that's listening, that drugs, jail, and crime's not worth it, and it ends bad. So crime doesn't pay, they say, but in my way, I'm one of the lucky ones that has paid off, because I use my old street life, and that's what I've built my brand off the back of that, and I tell my story, and I also tell people that life's not worth it. So I really push a positive message on top of that. I try not to glorify it.
Well, excellent. Thank you so much, Gary, for spreading your message this morning and spending so much time with us. And people can check you out online.
Yeah, man, I'm on all platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. It's TikTok Gary on all accounts.
Thank you so much, Gary. We really appreciate you spreading that fantastic message and giving us your time this morning.
Thank you, guys. Cheers.
What's trending?
Well, sad news today for footy fans. The price of a beer at Marvel Stadium is going up. So, look, I will say firstly, they've locked prices on a lot of their things, such as food, like hot chips, hot dogs, burgers, pies. That's all the same. But what is going up is a 425ml beer is up to $10.50. That's $1 up from last year.
And that's just,
it's a crummy number.
Especially if it's around 10, I wouldn't be as offended. But when it's over 10, then it's, and most of the time they're card transactions anyway, but it's still annoying.
Yeah.
And a bottle of water, which was $3.40 last year, has just been rounded up to $4.
Oh, you wait. You know what'll be next? They'll get rid of our plastic cups. There'll be paper cups. They'll be smaller. In 2028, we'll be paying $30 for one of those thimble-sized dentist cups of Great Northern. Go, Richmond!
And we've gotten the cast for SAS Australia Season 4.
This is SAS Australia.
So, look, it has been released, and my goodness, there are some controversial people taking part. Let's kick off with a few athletes that have been named, Olympians actually. Peter Bole, Steph Rice. We've also got Tim Robards of Bachelor fame.
Do you reckon that Peter Bole obviously has been embroiled in all that controversy in the last couple of weeks? Do you reckon they booked him for the show and then the controversy happened?
Wouldn't they have already filmed it as well?
Yeah, maybe. So they rubbing their hands together.
Would have been loving that.
And then we're moving on to things like Dr. Craig Challen, who actually helped save the cave, the soccer team in the Thai cave.
Oh,
so he's taking part. Then we've got...
I'm pretty sure he's actually got SAS ties. A little unfair.
Well, yeah, so...
And this year we've got Bear Grylls competing. Who's going to win? We'll find out.
Also Jason Ackermanis and...
Acker's in there.
Yes. And Cassie Sainsbury,
they
a.k.a.
love it.
Cocaine Cassie.
They follow the same method. It's like an evictee from a reality show, an ex-footy player, a drug smuggler. They're running out. They've done Chappelle. They've done Cocaine Cass.
Yep. And finally, the trailer for the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie is out.
Why are we talking about the trailer for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
The last two stunk. It was Will Arnett and that. Do you remember we did an interview for... Yeah.
Really bad. The TV show, iconic, but the movies have always been horrible.
Well, maybe this one might change the game. It's done by Seth Rogen. He's been behind the scenes.
Really? Wow.
Yes. But the front runners, Post Malone, John Cena and Jackie Chan are all in it.
I mean, I'm so...
John Cena
yes.
Jackie Chan, who's iconic, and I haven't seen him in a movie in a long time.
He's been a bit quiet.
And Post Malone.
Correct.
That is a superstar line. If you put Post Malone and Jackie Chan in a movie, I'm going to watch it. I don't care what it is. Do you think? I wonder what Posty. Do you think he'll be Master Splinter? Because he's a bit of a bit of a sewerage rat. Do you reckon that? I reckon he'll be playing Splinter.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.